Hi, my name is Michelle Tinsley, and I'm the president of your Esperanza Church Council. I was asked to come speak to you today about stewardship, and at first, I wasn't thrilled. I mean, who likes to talk about money and giving your time? Two things that are very closely held beliefs for many of us. But we are thrilled that we now have a stewardship committee, and what we're trying to do is get you more voices of what stewardship looks like amongst us. In addition, we have a really cool new theme this year, which is Hope Starts Here. And so when I thought about that topic, I thought, well, actually, I could give you a little bit more about what we do as a family and how we give, and that might be helpful. So here it goes. How does our family come up with our financial pledge each year? Well, when Ellen and I got married 18 years ago, we merged finances, and we decided that the best approach was to basically give to 2 or 3 charities, but give a lot, rather than giving lots of little donations all over the place. And so we did decide that Esperanza was one of those that we wanted to go ahead and give to. With that, we basically then looked at going to doing a stock donation. What that allowed us to do is have the ability to not have to sacrifice the cash income that we were getting and also conserve what we were spending cash-wise on the outflows. So with that, it worked great for many, many years. And then unfortunately, 3 years ago, we both left corporate America and now we're on startup salaries. So it got a lot more challenging. However, with a little bit more financial gymnastics, we're able to make it work. And I'm happy to say we can hold to our pledge and increase just a little bit every year, which is great. I know that this helps the church, and I see us doing a really good job being financially responsible of how the money gets used. But that's only half the equation. The other half is your time and talents. And so with that, I'm happy to serve as Esperanza's treasurer my first year on council. I thought I was doing a good job. And unfortunately, maybe too good of a job, because Pastor Steve then wanted me to become your president. I hesitated, I said no 3 different times. And then in what I call a stroke of divine intervention, I actually got stuck at work one night and missed the July of 2019 council meeting. And as I reached out to Pastor Steve that night and apologized for missing the meeting, he said, "No problem, Madam President, you can schedule them to fit your calendar from now on." And I went, oh no, this is the last thing I needed. I knew that as Pastor Steve was retiring, we needed somebody who could really focus on this and do a great job. My worry was that my job was very demanding and I was doing a lot of travel. So that night I prayed and I just said, "Good Lord, please help me figure out a way that I can make this work. And I want to be able to do a good job and serve Esperanza, but also do a good job at work." Well, I guess the irony is the next day I went into work and found out that they no longer needed my services and they terminated my contract. So I was then a free agent and had 2 months to dig deep into the Esperanza process and learn a lot about being president. I now am very happy employed at my new startup, and I'm actually in a far better place. So what it did teach me is what's really important is, again, serving the community. I can now say as a second-year president that I'm learning more, I'm meeting each of you and basically getting a lot more out of the role than I'm giving. So even though you think it may be painful to give a lot of your time, you will get a lot more out of it. So with that, what we want to do is really think about how do we move ahead with this pandemic. You know, we've been thrown into a digital disruption that none of us asked for. And we need to think about how do we grow out of this. We need to start with hope. That's what our church is named for. So I'll wrap it up with that. We're gonna really do a great job today serving our community, but if we could actually get more pledges in on both the time, the talents, and the money, we can actually serve our community in a very big, meaningful way. I'd love to have us leave a legacy where Esperanza is well known for helping the community. So hope starts here. What will be your story? Thanks.